Hey guys, it is Dr. Mo. It is Tuesday. It is TikTok Tuesday for you guys. Over on this side, it's YouTube Tuesday. I did go live on TikTok yesterday morning, and there were a ton of people on Monday morning. I thought, are you guys working or not? I was working, but my working's a little different. So anyhow, I'm not on Facebook yet because they're still mad at me. So here we sit. So you got to go to Instagram. If you're on Facebook, you're on Instagram as well. Hi, Jordan. And hi, everybody else. Everyone else is here. I got to get the chat up. And I need to get this on Instagram. Here we go. Go live. So YouTube, I keep it this way. So on Instagram, I'm actually the horizontal way. Sorry, not sorry. I'm doing it the best I can because right now we are on YouTube here, TikTok here, and Instagram also over here. So today's title is Let's Talk GLP1s for Real, because I want to talk. I want questions. I want answers. I actually just had a great podcast with Sarah Friend. Go to My Friend MD on Instagram or myfriendmd.com. I actually think she's Sarah Friend MD on Instagram. So sorry about that. I'll put it in the chat in a minute. Sarah, Sarah, friend, like friend, you and me. It was an incredible podcast episode. It will come out if you want to see the podcast. It is drmopodcast.com. That'll get you to the Apple feed, but it's also on YouTube. So if you're watching this on YouTube, just click to the podcast and it'll show you. We are starting a new podcast shortly with Who's We? It's me, my data dudes, and Nicole and Kelly, we are the healthcare providers in AMS Lifestyle Medicine. So it's going to be called The Biology of Better. Keep an eye out for that. We're going to start recording that. And it is exactly what it sounds like. We talk about biology. We talk about the things, right? We talk about things that make your life better. It's actionable. One of the things I talked to Sarah today on the podcast is that, I do filming inside grocery stores, but let's be honest, we're not shopping for protein powder in grocery stores, or you shouldn't be because it's cheaper on Amazon. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do a webinar, like shop with me on Amazon. We're going to look for things. You guys are going to ask me things. We're going to go through. I'm going to share my screen. How do I find things? What am I looking for? All the things. So everything I would normally do, I'd love to do this as a series for sure. Because that stuff's really fun for me because we need actionable items, right? So yes, I talk about GLP1s, but the same thing that's healthy on a GLP1 is healthy in real life. Guess what? Being on medication for a lot of us is real life. And you're going to find this interesting, Jordan, because we just talked about this morning, that I was talking to Dr. Friend, Sarah Friend, and I was actually just talking to Dr. Gibbons in the other half, that I wonder, I had like the worst combination for cardiovascular disease because I would binge eat, which was a ton of sugar. My vessels, your endothelium, which is the inside of your vessels, gets inflamed with sugar. It's known inflammatory. Also, volume of food is also inflammatory. What else is inflammatory? Hi, Linda. Shit sleep, right? And although I was getting adequate sleep because I work nights, it wasn't ideal. Okay, there's no way I thought it was okay. It wasn't okay. Anyhow, so the lining of my blood vessels is angry. And then I go and I eat a lot of diet food because, again, I'm going binging, dieting, trying to repair the damage or what I thought. But by eating a lot of diet food with a ton of erythritol, did it make my platelets stickier? So when I had a lesion there, an inflamed lesion, your body tries to protect it and it covers up that lesion, that pissed off spot in your blood vessel. And cholesterol goes there to help repair the cell membranes, and then sticky platelets, because I had sticky platelets from a lot of hi Ursula. Check it out. This is cool. I got people on Instagram. I got my people on Instagram, which is awesome. People I haven't seen in a long time. So back to my endothelial damage story. I asked my husband, I said, do you think that going between an inflammatory state and then bringing sticky platelets in, he's probably made it worse? He's like, well, it certainly didn't help. So, and that was the one thing that Sarah and I were talking about on the podcast. If people have cancer and ask her, oh, Darnell's here too. Now it's a party. So if people have cancer and they're post-treatment, should they be on a GLP-1? And I said, well, here's the deal. Hi, Kathy. Here's the deal. I feel like romper room, and Holly's here and Darnell's here. And anyway, and it won't hurt, right? Unless you have a history of medullary thyroid carcinoma or men type 2. People are like, what is men type 2? Well, if you don't know, you don't have it. Okay, start there. And so, but these are the questions you have to ask your doctor. Like, is the risk benefit in your favor? And for most people, harboring excess body fat, having it become an endocrine organ is detrimental. There's, it's more dangerous for me to be off a GLP-1 than on. So, okay, that's what we're talking about today. Oh boy, we already had filtered comments in TikTok. So if you're trying to ask me something on TikTok, you might have gotten filtered. So if you can phrase it differently, or, well, if you're being a jerk, I mean, feel free to say it again. I'll address it. But if you're just asking questions, rephrase it because I can't see it. But if you want to hop on here and tell me that what I'm saying is wrong, that's great too. This is not medical advice. Oh, that's hilarious, Gabby. Were you spamming me? Hey. So this is not medical advice, right? I am Dr. Mo. I am a real doctor. I am not your doctor. If I am your doctor, I'm not your doctor here. This is social media. This is education. We are here for education. Oh, awesome. Thank you. And I totally forgot to put it in GroupMe. So I'm going to have to remember to do that. I know I get in GroupMe whenever it's convenient throughout the day for me, because that's what asynchronous. So I said something about asynchronous yesterday in the car to one of my kids' friends. And my kid, who's 12, says to me, he doesn't know what that means, Mom, explain. And I thought, oh shit, I've been using this a lot since my practice started, because we do what's called asynchronous telehealth. Well, of course I know what that is. It's what I do for a living. What that means is it's on your timetable and it's on mine. So we're both happier. Lifestyle medicine is not just for the patient, right? So what that means is you send a text at 2 a.m. We grab it at 8 a.m. Well, I don't know what time, 7 a.m., whatever time we start in the morning. And I don't know that actually. It used to be 5, but we have 18 hours of coverage, I think, on the lines. So we get it first thing in the morning, order it comes in, we take care of it, and it's done. And you're not behind a list of people, right? So when you text a doctor's office and you text the doctor, we were talking about this again on the podcast, which you won't see for a few weeks, but we talked about telehealth and how, or regular, even in-person healthcare, where you can email your doctor. That's the equivalent of walking into a doctor's office and walking right back to your doctor's private office and sitting down. Well, they'll get there when they damn get there. They have shit to do. So that's how it works. The way it works with us is the front desk grabs you and then they talk to the doctor. Like this is how it works. Anyway. All right. I haven't reordered yet because I was asked to weigh. I don't weigh. Okay. This is actually real. So if you think you're about the same weight, put the same weight in. If you think you lost a couple pounds, put a couple pounds in. But I need you to be honest, because we do that because people can abuse these medications. And so our goal is to protect you from yourself. If you are abusing this class of medications to get too low, we need to be able to find that first, do no harm. We need to protect you. So just tell us, cause I know I know how my clothes fit, right? I could tell you probably I'm up 3 pounds, 4 pounds, but I know I weigh every day because it's exposure therapy for me. Well, it's not exposure therapy. It's my bullshit indicator, because weighing doesn't bother me. It's just the effect of gravity on my body. I know what I look like. I know if I'm gaining muscle. I know if I'm not. Now my numbers tell me the same thing, right? It's just confirmation. So, but if you're like, I don't weigh, we need to make sure you're not losing too much. So if your clothes are super baggy, we need to evaluate that and determine, we need to be careful, right? So again, yes, I figured on the RV, on the RV, I just guessed. So that was an assumption on my part, and you know what happens with assumptions, but I was assuming. So I would, like, if you know, hey, listen, I know I'm a couple pounds down. I need you to be safe, right? So that's all. Let's see. I like data. I know, right, Kathy? So my dad is the data guy for sure. I like data too, because data helps me do systems. I'm reading a book right now called Work the System, and I need to put the quote I saved. I can't remember it now. I saved it this morning. I'm going to put it on my stories in a minute on Instagram, because it talks about every system gets the outcome that it's designed to get. And it does. So for me, if I don't track, I know exactly what happens to my food intake. So here's what I would never weigh every week. I wouldn't weigh every month. I think you either weigh daily or none at all. Hi, Letty. Thanks for the hat. That's now the opinions, opinions. Opinions are like assholes. We all got them. So that probably shouldn't be something I'm known for, but I say it all the time because it's true, right? I have a very educated opinion. I actually was just, when I was talking to Sarah on this podcast, she's like, you have a lot of knowledge up there about like exercise and nutrition. It's like, because it's what I've done for 30 something years. So use it, ask me questions. But here's the deal, is that I think people should either weigh or not weigh as a measure, right? If you weigh once a week, you have no idea what's happening. No clue. You weigh once a month, you really have no idea. And I've had sponsors in the past tell me with 12-step groups, you need to weigh once a month and that's it. I can't. Then I spend the whole month obsessing over, am I gaining? Am I losing? Am I gaining? Like blah, 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 blah. Now, it just doesn't work for me because and I know, I'm watching that number go up right now. My goal is to reverse diet, but once I start increasing my food, it flips a switch in my brain. So I have to figure out how to do this better. I failed again at a reverse diet attempt. So anyhow, let's see. I did Manjaro from August 2022, March 2025, weighed 3 times, but lost 91. Yeah, that's the thing. So you either use your weight as a measure or not. You can use a tape measure. You can use a pair of pants. It's honestly, if you're 100 pounds heavy, that's okay, right? Like if you don't weigh, because we have mirrors. It's just some people really truly have body dysmorphic disorder where they don't see the mirror. What they see is not what's reality. I guess I'm blessed to not have body dysmorphic disorder. I can tell you, I can see exactly what I see. People will ask me, oh, now that you lost 50 pounds, don't you still feel heavy? I'm like, nope, feel great, rocking it. So again, it is individual, but these are the kind of things like get in the group me. And if you're a patient of AMS, if you're not a patient of AMS and you want to be, go to amslifestylemed.com. It's in the bio as well. And click be a patient. We don't charge you until we decide it's a good fit. I don't weigh on any schedule. Sometimes that's also okay because you're like, oh, I think about it, I'll weigh at the same time every day or every time you weigh. Because if you don't obsess like that, then it's, oh yeah, I should probably weigh myself, see where I am, right? Thank you, Linda. I'll say the other things. Please like, share. I want all the likes and shares. I can't change lives if people don't know who I am. I'm also off of Wi-Fi today for TikTok, so we're going to see if this works better. So yeah, hit that little heart on the bottom. And then if you're on Instagram, welcome, all one of you. I can't get a damn bit of engagement on Instagram. I'm working. I get more on YouTube and TikTok. It just is what it is. So one other thing. Today was the day my book was supposed to be launched. So it's like fake launch day. It's like Braxton Hicks launch day. Because instead of marketing the book and knowing the book would affect just doctors, I had too many people. So I had too many people coming and asking me, hey, I want your help. But I'm not a doctor. So I now coach not just doctors. I coach overloaded high achievers who are looking for more. So my opinion about medicine-induced gastroparesis, you got it from Ozempic. So if you were on Ozempic, that means you were a diabetic. Diabetes, I've never seen a case, and it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. I'm not saying you didn't get it. I'm saying in the 20 years I was in clinical bedside medicine, I did not see one medication-induced gastroparesis. Every case I saw was from diabetes. I did see cyclic vomiting from marijuana. I saw a lot of that. Not just inhaled either. So I wonder if TikTok's going to flag me for that. Oh, well, sorry, I already said it. THC, how's that better? I don't know. It's probably going to catch that too. Anyhow, I saw because true gastroparesis is horrible. And I saw a lot of it in poorly controlled diabetics, fair amount in the ER. Horrible. I mean, I can vividly remember those cases. It is so hard to get under control. So no clinically practicing doctor I've seen has ever seen it from medication induced. Now, the medications by nature slow down your GI tract. That's half of gastroparesis. The vomiting and pain is the other half. It is epically awful for people. So I can't speak a whole lot on it because the only gastroparesis I ever saw was from diabetes. So now, did you get the gastric emptying test before you were on Ozempic? That's what I want to know. So from a science standpoint, I would want to know, and you didn't, because of course you didn't have symptoms, and that's not your fault. This is the way the medical system works, right? We treat a thing, and then we're like, fuck, we shouldn't have treated the thing because the thing was there before. We have no idea. So you had the test done. We don't know if your guts were that slow before or after. I have no idea, So there's actually somebody on this live that had very slow guts. The diagnosis of gastroparesis is very specifically diagnosed, but very slow guts enough where it went off of the medications. And we have to be very careful with making sure the bottom half of her guts move, because it will back that, pun intended, it will back that shit right up and stop the flow. So we have to be really careful. That's part of why, if you're getting your medication from the gray side of things and you're managing it yourself, these are things you don't know. Hey, Zach, how are you? Who else is down here? Oh, Dr. Mary. So those are things you don't know. You don't know what you don't know. I would really like to know, and I don't know where you were in the metabolic spectrum either. Were you close to diabetes? Because metabolic disease is not like, poof, all of a sudden you're a disaster. It's kind of like how, ever since I hit 40, my body's crap. No, you've been working on this. You've been earning this since you were 25 or 20, or in these days, kids as young as 11 are coming up. Well, God, that was 10 years ago. I'm aging myself here. We're coming up with fatty liver disease because of our food and the amount of food. So it's not menopause. You got more money for the wine at the end of the day. Anyway, and we've earned more time, because as we were talking about this morning, it's hopefully you're making more money as you get older, because if you're not, you're doing some shit wrong. Read my book. So, and that's exactly it. And Cheryl, the shitty part is we were your providers. I feel like I failed you just a little bit. I've also learned more. The more I learn, the more I pass on. So that's why I'm just so hell-bent for glory on, I will not stop learning. So we had this talk yesterday. I'm going to tell you about this mental exercise, because one of my coaches says to do it. If we plunked $10 million in your bank account, what would change? What would you do differently tomorrow? Nothing. Which is really funny. I mean, I'd put it in the bank and I'd pay off some shit for sure. But I'd still get up and I would do this, and I would do my things, and I would do my podcasts. What I said is like, oh, I would do paid ads, because I'd have some money for paid ads. But then I thought about it. I was like, no, I wouldn't do paid ads just yet, because I need my message to be like pointy end of the spear. Then we're going to do paid ads, because I'm not going to be spouting nonsense, right? Like, I don't want to, nothing. I know, right? Like, I don't know. Like, I just keep doing. But I would fly my dad private once, because I think that'd be super fun. But no, I wouldn't really change anything. Like, I have created over time a life I absolutely love to live, which is why I'm going to give away all the knowledge in this brain for free. Here, YouTube, here, my podcast. And yes, I am a doctor. No, that is not medical advice. Unless you are in my HIPAA compliant platform as a patient, it is not medical advice. Anything outside of that, not medical advice. It's pretty easy, right? Unless it's like you're sitting, think about it as a regular doctor's office. Unless I've given you that clipboard and you filled out all your shit, it's not medical advice, right? Hell of a lot of education. But that's what I want to do. Yeah, and it's absolutely afraid. It's fear, you know. Oh, thank you, Jordan. I forgot about that. So the book launch team. So the best way to work with me in any way, shape, or form is go to shiftwithdrmo.com. It's in the bio. It's in wherever I am. It's somewhere ever, depending on the platform I'm coming to you on right now. But it's shiftwithdrmo, DRMOE.com. That'll get you to the practice. It'll get you to the book. It'll get you to my high-level coaching, and that is only that's approval. That's approval based. It's not unlimited spots. It's certainly not unlimited founder spots because it's half off. The high-level coaching is called Elevate, and that is built for people who are already on their health journey and now want to take the next step. You don't have to. There's no end of the health. Oh, there's an end of the health journey. At that point, you don't need high-level coaching. You need a priest. That's my sense of humor. So if you don't like swearing or irreverent humor, my high-level coaching is probably not for you. But if you are an overloaded high achiever who's just sick of the bullshit and wants to go, grow, have a safe space to just fucking launch, that's where you go. So don't forget the F, right? Freedom to shift. Now, for those of you on a GLP1, make sure you take your greens because it's freedom to shift without the F. So exactly, like this is me. This is the real me, and this is what you get. This is what you get in a safe space. It's a little bit safer space in small group coaching. Someday it'll be large group coaching, and then we'll do a small group after that. But I want to be able to get this message out. But it's the information will be contained in the book. So I'm excited. Once you this is a kicker. So yes, so once I order the labs, how long does it take for them to get to your house? So it took 4 days from the day that I ordered my labs to when the kit arrived to my house. But for me, it's a little bit like laundry. Washing 60 minutes, drying 90 minutes, folding 15 minutes, putting it away 7 to 10 business days. Because it's still sitting on my thing. Because I ate like crap the last 2 days, and I don't want to get my blood work done right after I eat like crap. So I need a couple of days of good protein intake, good hydration, because it's $149 to get my labs done. I don't want to waste it. I want to, again, like, I understand it's not wasting it. It's just, and what I need to do, maybe I should create a tracker like this for my Elevate coaching group. I need like a month tracker with, it's not true numbers. So here's what I'm thinking. If I wait 24 hours after that, it'll give me a good mix. But what if I do them once a month, right? Do my labs once a month and have a tracker of how many days were off the rails that month. And then I can correlate it to the labs. That's data. That's really good data. So maybe I'll do that, a tracker for the group. I wouldn't do that in Elevate though. I'll probably just do it for the patient group because I think that's a good thing, because I want to know, because the thing is, if I look at MyFitnessPal in how many days, if the calories were 500 or under, that means I stopped tracking and ate off the rails, right? So again, it's never going to be the perfect time. So I think that's a great idea. Thanks guys, send me a bill. So I think this is what we need, a tracker for how many days. Now, like I said, I can look at MyFitnessPal. If my calories are between 1,300 and 2,000, I was tracking for real. I know, Linda, but I want the numbers I want. All right. I'd like to say I'll do it tomorrow morning. We'll see. I'll think about it. I just got a text. I made a dog grooming appointment. My dog is so expensive to get groomed because he's a terrier and he's a hellacious thing. He's a terrier. Let's just stop there. Right? Okay. So what else do we, oh shoot, I do not have my YouTube chat up. Okay. Nothing yet. I like putting, stop interrupting my rant with facts and reason, Linda. Who needs Karen when you got Linda? Oh, I love my people. I love my people. Oh, all right. So what else we got? What else we got question wise? Anything? I'm all decked out in the apparel today. I told myself I wasn't going to do as much caffeine. And then today I'm like over caffeinated for sure. Look, like there's my first book. I know. Linda keeps me on the straight and narrow, or at least like keeps me bouncing off the walls. Look at these flyaways are bugging me today. There we go. Let's fix these. Like staring in a mirror. Okay. GLP1s for real talk. Yeah. So that was real talk about the gastroparesis. So that's the thing though. I don't know. Was it there before or after, but what are we all going to do? Get a gastric emptying study before we go on them? Ain't no one got time for that. Or money for that matter. Cause insurance isn't going to cover it. They're like, for what reason? So you could go on the skinny shot? Not acceptable. I mean, insurance doesn't cover. We talked about this a lot today on the podcast as well. When I talk to doctors, we almost always dive into the bullshit, So the healthcare system works exactly as it's designed to work. That's why we're creating systems like Dr. Friend and I, we're creating systems outside the healthcare system, not outside, alongside the healthcare system. You're going on your first Disney cruise. Nice. I go Mickey boat. Are you going to, that was my kid when he was super little. He would be mortified if he knew I just said that on the internet. Are you going to Castaway Cay? Hold on, please hold. I'm going to get this medal because if you're going to, I think Lighthouse Point has one too, because we just booked for Lighthouse Point. So they have a 5K course that you do. And hold on, I need to rip that off. There we go. This is better. No one needs tags hanging out on a medal. This is the Castaway Cay medal, where it's 5K. It actually says 5K, not 2K, because it's reversed in the thing. But going out of Galveston short trip, yeah, super cool. These are from the Florida East Coast ones. My husband was like, "Can't we leave from Galveston and go to Castaway Cay?" I'm like, "No, it doesn't do that." So yes, it is. I'm so excited that you're going out of Galveston. It is so much fun. Take pictures of food and stuff, and that's what I'm going to be doing. So when we go to Disney, we're going in 10 days. So whatever you guys want to know about like food at Disney, how we do things at Disney, how fun it is to have your butt sit in a seat at Disney, except the not fun part is when you don't have any muscle on your butt so much, like you're working on it and it's a little bony. It's a Small World is a very long ride for so many reasons. So, but yeah, the Disney cruise, there's the boats out of Galveston, if I'm not mistaken, you're probably going on the Magic. They have a walking track on the 4th deck. So what's super funny is if you start your watch, you go real fast on the one side and then the other side's like, and it's just kind of interesting when you look at your data, it'll actually spiral you through the ocean when it uploads the map. It's kind of fun. So, but there are gyms on board, walking tracks, up on the very top, there's foosball tables. So if anyone wants to play foosball against me on a Disney cruise, I am all about it. I love beating little teenagers. And yes, I will. My family doesn't play foosball with me because I will win every time. I grew up playing foosball and I love it. So anyway, there was a serious diversion there. November 20th to the 24th, we are going sometime in December, out of Port Canaveral again. Oh, maybe we'll get a launch. That'd be super cool. Last time when we went out of Port Canaveral, I have goosebumps. We got to see a SpaceX launch from port while we were waiting to take off. What's the word? Launch? I don't know. What's the word for a boat leaving? Whatever. Just embark? I don't know. Whatever. We're in port waiting for everybody to get on the boat. And we were up on the back deck. Yes, front, back, port, starboard. I'm not very good with all that. And we got to see the SpaceX launch. We were standing next to a rocket scientist. I'm not kidding. His name was Tyler. It was amazing. So how cool is that? That we're actually on the Mickey boat, get to see this launch. Microphone, it needs to be down and under. It is directional. Actually, it's not as cardioid as the others. This one's pretty good, but it can't be because my stand broke and I haven't gotten a new one. So yes, it is directional. And I should have it right in front of my face, but I also can't put it on a boom because of the type of desk I have, because I wanted a pretty desk for my studio. This is the story of my fucking life. You know, I totally hear you, but I do like the one, I do love the advice, and I'm in the middle of looking for a new stand because it has to be a stand. I wonder if I could, yeah, or I could just probably get a different screw in things and fix it that way. Because yes, it used to be down and then up, but it was really funny. Because of the weight of the microphone, random story, you could watch it on a podcast. You couldn't see it move, but very slowly. By the end of the podcast, it would be like way down here, and then it would be too far away. So that didn't work either. So this is my makeshift, making it happen. What I really, well, I can't do that because this one's too good. But I really could use the, my clip-on one that's downstairs, because that's a great place for it. But that only really works best with my phone anyway. My phone's at what, 93% currently? Okay, so let's go back to this GLP-1 thing. I mean, I'll talk about Disney shit for ages. Same with macros. Anybody need macro help? Anybody need... This is an interesting thing. Speaking of my live yesterday, with somebody asked, well, you know, where's your disclaimer for medical advice? And I'm like, you're going to listen to a 22-year-old about macros. You can fucking listen to me. Okay. So anyway, I should have treated the constipation daily, not just when I had issues. So that's interesting. I love that, because in medicine, we call it a bowel regimen, because it's a system. It's a system you implement. It's either you're taking psyllium husk or greens or both, or Miralax or Colace, and you take it, hold on with my alarm. You take it, this happens. So as people get older, emergency medicine stories 101 here. As people get older, our guts don't move as much. We don't move as much, period. When you don't move, your guts don't move. Taking a walk after dinner is not just a nice thing for your dog. It's actually a nice thing for your guts too. So when people get older, they come in with terrible, terrible constipation, impaction that requires like physical intervention, if not surgery sometimes. So if they would have treated it, it's 100% preventable. And this isn't even about a GLP-1. This is about just people whose guts slow down. So it's 100% preventable, unless you have, there's always an unless, right? I'm in medicine. You get this. Unless you have something like toxic megacolon, for example. And then that's the thing. So if you've abused laxatives, and some of us have, right? We live in the eating disorder world. Some of us have an abuse of laxative history. That is it's unsafe, detrimental, could result in colon surgeries. Macros 1, me 0. Yeah, right? So I hear you. That's fantastic. For me, it's chocolate 100, me 0. It's okay. I just got the best quote sent to me. Hold on, I'm going to read this. It just popped up, and I actually normally don't have my text up, but I was waiting for one from a kid. God is not in a hurry. You are. It's why you are tired. It's why you are anxious, stressed, and disappointed. Trust that what was meant to be yours will be yours. And that's why we have that clarity piece. This is from Elevate Coaching. We had an Elevate Coaching call today, so my brain's a little bit elevated because it's where it sits on Elevate days. You guys are going to get me post-Elevate call, so it's a lot. So magnesium oxide is I mean, I take a lot of magnesium anyway. So you have to make sure from your source. There's always this caveat. My kid gets so pissed. He's like, can you not tell me it depends? But it depends. So mag oxide is, magnesium citrate is what we use for occasional relief of constipation, right? I prefer things to catch it upstream, like greens, even Miralax, because it's an osmotic laxative. Magnesium oxide, you just have to make sure you're not taking too much magnesium. I take it for other reasons. So if I were to add mag oxide, that's not good for me. That's too much magnesium. So it depends on what else you're taking. And the interesting thing about that, what Jordan just said, in the beginning, when I first started on Manjaro, I take mag glycinate as well for non-gut stuff, because otherwise I'd be in hyperdrive and not be able to leave my house. In the beginning, I was taking Miralax daily and Colace twice a day. That's what I needed for my guts to move. I'm telling you that. And that can be long-term. That's not, there are stimulant laxatives and osmotic laxatives. Osmotic ones, you just have to make sure you're getting in the fluids. Okay. That's key. Stimulant laxatives, I do not recommend. Very, very short term. Your doctor can tell you about that. I just don't like to even put them out there here, because if people take that and then they take them every day, I think that's a terrible idea. So, yeah, so Mago, a lot of people like the Mago 7. I don't even know what's in it. And now I can do this on my internet, because Mag 07 cleanse. I hate that word. Let me see what's in it. Let's see. Ozonated magnesium oxides. Well, ozone's a gas, so can it really? Well, it's all good, whatever. It's also got a decent amount of potassium in it too. So yeah, that's got a gram. Well, so it's mag oxide. Boy, that's definitely trademarked, because that's not a chemical formula. I don't know how much. I'd have to do the math. You guys are making me reach back into chemistry. I'd have to actually do the math. Where's Ursula when I need her? Of what magnesium oxide ozonated, what the formula is, because then you have to figure out the molecular formula, because it's got a gram of that, but it's also a lot of O's in there. And I don't know how much true magnesium. So I don't know. Docusate is the same as Colace. Yep. And it's literally just a stool softener, right? So stuff doesn't get stuck. Linzess is not a stimulant. So Linzess is prescription, and it's actually used for combination IBS-C or D. So it can do both. It regulates, but it's a receptor hitter, if I'm not mistaken. Mechanism of action for Linzess. It works in, oh my God, whoever made us do this cookie thing, whatever. It hits this, I knew it was a receptor. Look at me go. It's the GCC receptor, which I don't know what that does. It reduces visceral hypersensitivity and increases GI motility. So okay, I actually didn't know what I was talking about. It regulates. So it only acts in the GI tract, so that's nice. Oops. Hold on. So yeah, IBS-C, chronic idiopathic constipation, and functional constipation. So it makes people, so functional, oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that it was approved for pediatrics age 6 to 17 with functional constipation. What that means is they hold it. They don't go at the right times. So then you dysregulate your body's ability to know when to poop. Because again, don't forget, your serotonin receptors in your gut, there are more serotonin receptors in your gut than your brain. So I really should have put my microphone on for TikTok. Shit, sorry, my bad. Jamie, how are you? So it is not a stimulant. So it's not a stimulant laxative. So stimulant laxative is like Senna. Oof. Oh, you're in the ER. That's not amazing. Okay, good. So it sounds good. Okay. It's a little better with my, oh, look, I got spam. I got a spam text for my Coinbase account. I don't have a Coinbase account. At least not that I know of. Last time I said that about T-Mobile, I did have a T-Mobile account. I just didn't know it because somebody opened in my name and I had to pay a lot of legal fees and shit. Pissed me off. Yeah. Okay, good. So yeah, I am not a GI doctor for sure. So left flank pain, please get it checked out, because we are of that age where we have things like aortic problems. Because you guys got to remember, I am emergency medicine #1. Like, worst case scenario, gal, get that shit checked out. Might not be a kidney stone, could be your aorta. Yeah. I'll think of things that'll hurt you that you can't even think of. Let me tell you. All right. So I'm tempted to end my live on, oh, Michaela just hopped on. Michaela, I'm feeling better. I felt like garbage this morning. So we have a founder's walk in, very good, Jamie. We have a founder's walk in the Woodlands. So if you are in the Woodlands, Texas, and want to be on a founder's walk, what that means is if you have founded a business, we know it's a lonely place to be, right? And there's a walk, and we walk. I didn't walk today because I woke up feeling like I got hit by a truck. Much better. Lots of caffeine later. So nice going to the ER at 210 pounds. Yeah, much easier to maneuver for damn sure. My first thought was kidney stone. Yeah. I mean, kidney stones are super painful and can be dangerous for sure. But my first thought is your aorta. Get that checked out first. Yeah, I don't know how it is on YouTube or Instagram with my microphone because now I'm all self-conscious because of the chat. I have to go here. You just got a notification that I'm live on TikTok. It has been 40 minutes. 40 minutes. I don't know what to do about TikTok, man. Yeah, well, TikTok is coming straight from my phone. The microphone, which is here, that's the one he was talking about, is going to YouTube and Instagram. So we'll figure that out. I'll check it out on YouTube after and listen to the video and see how it was. All right. What else do you guys have for questions and things? My husband has texted me. Cool. Yeah. Okay. So TikTok, it'd be better if I had the other mic, but this one's okay. The iPhone's pretty good, you know. The iPhone's great camera, great microphone. So anybody who thinks they can't create decent content, it's I don't create decent content because I'm the one creating the content. It has nothing to do with the iPhone. So my husband had his first kidney stone. It was 5 millimeters. Looked crazy. He never had any pain. So you know what they look like? You know those what do you call them? The gumball, the spiky things that fall from trees here in Texas. What are they called? Gumdrop, gumball. What are they called? Anyway, that's what they look like on CT. Like close up. They're not like they're not smooth, pretty little stone. Those are spiky and they drag down your ureter. So sorry, Jamie. What is my opinion on Zepbound, Dizzy Lady? My opinion is it is God's gift to us. It's actually Eli Lilly's gift to us. Well, actually, it's the Gila Monster's gift to us, to be honest. I always, by the way, scooch myself back in this chair like that because I realize my posture sucks. So I have to sit back up. So I think Zepbound is, and I said this yesterday on the live, our children were going to be the first generation that had a shorter lifespan than its parents. Because we've been increasing our lifespan through healthcare through all these generations, and it was going to start going down. And it is no longer the case because we have these medications at our disposal. So I think that's incredible. I think we can make a huge difference. I think it can help reverse a lot of the pandemonium that we have incurred. And just because you can doesn't mean you should. We are discoverers. We are explorers. We are going to see what we can do. And we've just got to learn to live in that environment. And it helps us do that. So 12 millimeters. Yeah, women can pass that shit. Why does GLP-1 cause very low blood pressure? A lot of times, so some people, before they lose weight, it does because of their food intake, electrolyte intake, blood volume decreases. You go from eating 4,000 calories a day to 1,000 calories a day, your body's going to be like, what the hell just happened? You're going to drop your fluid shifts. You will have it's called fluid shifts. Your body's going to start letting go of stuff. It's going to start letting go of inflammation. Inflammation comes with it fluid. So your fluid volume will go down. Then when you start losing weight, like my dad had to decrease his blood pressure medicine by a ton because he lost like 85 pounds. So it kind of depends on where you are in the journey. All right, Tanisha, Saxenda. It's a daily injection. It's a pain in the ass. It's refrigerated and daily. That being said, I now take a daily injection, so I should probably shut my trap. If it's covered by insurance, I think that's great. If it is not, you're going to pay the same amount that you pay for Zepbound. So I think you actually pay more. I have to look it up. Uplift gum works. What is Uplift gum and does it have sorbitol? Please hold. Oh, I can't find it. Oh my God. I'm not even gonna tell you what this Google search is doing. Yes, thank you, Jordan, for that about the blood pressure meds. Okay, I'm gonna go. I don't want to end. I'm going to end my live stream on Instagram. If you want to continue, go over to YouTube at watchdrmo.com or go to TikTok at Dr. Mo Gibbons. But I'm going to end the live video. Crab apples. No, they're not. They're not. Crab apples are crab apples, though. They're those spiky things. What are they? Anyway, I'll look that up later too. But I'm going to end the live video on Instagram. If you want to come over to TikTok, I'm going to stay for a couple more minutes. And then YouTube will be a couple more minutes. But Instagram is petering out as usual. I don't know how to change that. So we'll keep working. We'll keep working. We'll keep coming over here. So I got 30 people over on TikTok, though. I don't get it. It is what it is. It's okay. But TikTok doesn't tell anybody until 40 minutes in. I don't understand. Anyway, Instagram people, I will see you guys next time. Do I know when? No, I do not. It's always on Tuesday at this time, though, unless I'm out of town, and then I'll do it a different day. So you can set alerts if you want to be on here. I would like to start doing dedicated Instagram lives though, like for Elevate, you know, I don't know. I got to think about this. So give me some tips. Let me know what you guys think. All right. We're going to end my Instagram. Keep going on YouTube. All right. I'm new here. Oh, hi, Kaylee. How are you? Thank you for coming yesterday. Hair loss medication. Yes, it was Semarelin. Yes. Okay. There we go. Yes, I get mine through AMS. Well, my company. Like, I'd like to give my company money. Keeps my people. AMSLifestyleMed.com. So yeah, if you want to go to AMS Lifestyle Medicine, go to AMSLifestyleMed.com. Click Get Started. That's like walking into a doctor's office and filling out the clipboard. The good news is I don't take your credit card to the end. If you're like, I'm not really sure, I want to wait, you still stay in our ecosystem. You still get my cool newsletters, which are super cool after yesterday. I am so excited. I'm the president, but I'm also a customer. Thank you. I say that all the time and nobody else gets it. I love that. Oh my gosh. I do. I say that. I'm like, nobody gets this. They're not old enough. I love it. I love it. Love it. So that's fantastic. Thank you. You just totally made my day. Yes. I'm like, no, I'm going to get my shit from my own company. Hold on. Let me just text my husband back. And I don't think, just let him know I actually did see this. Okay. All right. I'm supposed to be at a call in 4 minutes, but I'm going to go over on this like I always do. All right. But yes, the hair loss medication was Semarelin, Sermorelin. It's not specifically for hair loss. You can't take it if you have cancer, if you've had cancer in the last year. I prefer last year's. Technically, it's 6 months. Let's look for January. So it really helps with sleep and having to pluck my eyebrows all the friggin' time and have to shave my legs all the damn time. I really wish I would have started it. I didn't know it existed, guys. When I entered into this space, this lifestyle medicine space, I didn't know anything about peptides. I didn't know anything about anything. I just knew that the way I got my GLP1 was difficult and confusing, and I paid way too much money. And I was doing prescription. That was when Mounjaro was $25, and I still overpaid by a ton for medical care. So that was dumb. That was a bad idea. So sleep is good, but not if I do the thigh. Interesting. I do them all in my abdomen, which is really funny. I'm like, I go by freckles. Like, which one did I do yesterday? But I do my abdomen. Like, that's where I have the most fat left. I mean, believe me, I could probably do my saddlebags. I got a bunch there too, but I don't have a lot of fat anymore. So it's great. I'm happy. Yeah, exactly. So 55. Yeah. I'm not just the president. I'm a client. See, but I do not have hair plugs. I just have my regular hair. But my hair did grow back before I took the Semarelin. I just wish I would have. wish I would have had it. I probably wouldn't have lost so much hair. I lost a ton of hair. I was taking biotin and making sure my protein was up at the time. It's so interesting. So yeah, and it's funny that Summerlin doesn't work as well in the thigh. It just really depends on the person, for sure. All right, what else we got in questions? Let's check on the YouTube and make sure I'm not missing any comments over there. I got nothing over there. I don't know why. No one's really watching on YouTube. 2 people are watching on YouTube, maybe. If you're watching on YouTube and you're my dad, because you're probably the only one who's watching me on YouTube, tell me if it looks green, because maybe it's my new monitor. It just looks like washed out and green. But on my camera, it does not. And on TikTok, it does not. Crazy, but left-sided belly was strong. Rotated on left side, compound right side. I'm telling you, it's in studies across populations, it does not change the effectiveness. But in a human, it changes the effectiveness. I should figure that out. But I don't record anymore. I was using Vivi, but then I realized it was just another app that I wasn't going. Sorry, I had hair coming from who the hell knows where. Speaking of hair, it was just another app I wasn't using. I was using Shotzi and then I wasn't using it. I need a place to track. That's a place to track. Like I need sometimes I'll do it in Aura, because my Aura ring, I'll track symptoms in there and stuff. So yeah, left side stays strong. I'm always like lower abdomen, especially right by my C-section scar, because I don't have any nerve endings right there. It's nice. Sometimes though, I hit the wrong spot and it's not only a nerve ending, it's like the biggest nerve, and I'm such a weenie. All right, give me 1 second. I just need to check and make sure we don't have any. I need to check my perfect year calendar. That's one of the templates we went over today in my Elevate call, because my husband's asking me if he has any January requests. So if you're a doctor and you do shift work, it's October and he is scheduling for January, because that's how it works. Oh, verify it's me. Okay, it's still me. It's still me. All right, what other questions do we have on GLP1s, macros, side effects? Yeah, if you're diagnosed with gastroparesis, you gotta get a GI clearance before it, and most GIs would never have the guts to start you on it again, which is unfortunate, because I'm not signed in. I just signed in. Thank you. Most GI docs wouldn't, because lawyers out there, they're literally advertising for clients who have been injured or whatever. Like it's the same shit. Do you get anybody live in Florida that's on here? Because that's the funniest thing about Florida. It was always the legal commercials and like the billboards, the commercials. It's a very litigious state, especially in medicine. All right, here we go. Here's my year planner. Mine's not called the perfect year. Mine is called the Gibbons year, because I have a lot of highlights here. 2026. I don't think I have anything in January. What is that? Oh, that's February. I have an orange thing in February. Oh, that's a trip. I'm so confused. I screwed up on the highlight color. You can't do that. If there's a key, you got to use the key. You got to work the system. I'm not working the system. Yeah, I got nothing in January. So, hi, Julie. Thank you. Thank you. All right, what do you guys got for questions? I got lots of people hanging out. All right, now I can close that. Having a gallbladder surgery. How long do I wait to start back? First of all, congratulations on getting your gallbladder removed, because that means you had significant weight loss. So there are like some things that increase your risk of having gallbladder removed. And they are being overweight, losing weight quickly, being female, being fertile, being pregnant, and being in your 40s. And so congrats. So what we tell our patients, this is not medical advice, but we give our patients, once, number one, your guts have to be back to normal. They have to be moving. And it's for any anesthesia. We keep our patients off before surgery for 2 whole weeks. It's just, I'm very, very conservative. So your doctor might say, hey, you don't need 2 weeks off. Just listen to your doctor. But once your guts are back to normal, that's when I would restart. But you got to get that clearance from your doctor. So they'll tell you. And if they can't tell you, they probably shouldn't be prescribing it. Sorry. That's me being a pain in the ass. Zepbound in my fridge. I have SVT. Nobody seems to know if it's safe. So I had an episode of SVT yesterday. Sugar triggers mine. So for me, it's safer for me to take Zepbound, because if sugar triggers it and it's going to help me eat less sugar, it's better for me. So it doesn't cause arrhythmias. It's not been shown to cause arrhythmias unless your electrolytes are off. So again, it depends. It depends. If your dose is too high and you can't take in anything and you don't eat for a week and you're going to go into renal failure and have hyperkalemia, yeah, it's dangerous. So again, it's the drug itself doesn't hurt people. Very, very seldom. The way they take the drug, inadvertent overdose. Shoot, that's probably going to get me flagged on TikTok. But inadvertently dosing too high. Yeah, if you take propranolol, it's well controlled. I wonder if propranolol would help my palpitations. Probably less caffeine would help my palpitations and less anxiety. Meditation probably is the first step. That's my random thought there. But I had like a 6-feet run of SVT yesterday. I'm like, damn it. Okay, I'm going to think about it. The tough part is with propranolol, do you take it all the time or do you just take it? No, you have to take it all the time, probably. It's been shown to decrease your VO2 max, and that's really, SVT is supraventricular tachycardia, high heart rate that originates in the top half of your heart. So it's an arrhythmia, cardiac arrhythmia, where it goes real fast. My dad has a history of SVT, had an ablation 2 years ago, 3 times daily, but low dose. Interesting. That's worth a thought, right? I don't know. We'll figure out the palpitations eventually. For right now, I'm signed up for a half Ironman, so we're going to see how that goes. So it's me. I have a massage today. I'm trying to use up these massage things. They're since COVID. I stacked all these massage appointments. And now I have a ton of them. So I'm going every week, and not because I need a massage. It's like it's good if I can chill out, but I can't really chill out my brain a lot. So massage sometimes doesn't help. Anyway. So yeah, I don't, there's no contraindication, but so who's prescribing this? Oh, so whoever's prescribing the Zepbound does safety questions. Like, so when we take in a patient and we say, yes, we ask you questions of, do you have this, and this? And then we get your medical history. And if there are any red flags, we have clinical staff that's on the lines that will bring that to the providers and say, hey, I'm not so sure about this one, or hey, these flagged. We have some like our hard no questions. And some will just flag. So like if you have a history of certain things, it'll make us ask more questions. We're all humans. We're all humans. We're not AI in this. Went through Roe because your primary won't prescribe. I hear you. That's why I do what I do. I told this doctor this morning this afternoon. Oh, hold on. We've been going for an hour and TikTok's making me do the puzzle. AMS was started by accident because my primary wouldn't do things. I get it. And Roe's commercials are the best. Let's be serious. Do you know how much Roe's worth? I looked it up that day when they had the Super Bowl commercial of it's just a little prick. $8 billion. I was like, damn. Maybe that was Hims and Hers. Because Hims and Hers had the Super Bowl spot. It was like $8 billion. I was like, holy shit. Anyway, it was a lot of money. Lots more zeros. So yeah, we make it easy. And Ro's pretty cheap, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Ro.co. Let's check them out. It's not a shortcut, it's healthcare. I do agree. And I love what Ro's doing. Ro's fighting because remember the little guy can't fight in court, right? I can't fight in court. Nor would I. Oh, nice. Serena Williams on the front page. Good job. Again, I can't hire Serena Williams. I don't have that kind of venture capital. So amazing. So yeah, I love what Ro does, to be honest. Like Join Friday, sometimes Jackson's on here and he'll pop on the lives. All right, top products. And so, because Ro has their own same with Hims and Hers. Like Ro and Hims and Hers are very similar. They make their own proprietary blend shit, which is awesome. So you pay them $150 and your insurance covers it for membership. Well, that's awesome. It's super cool that your insurance covers it. Like, damn. Yeah, so we're $119. So we don't do membership anymore. We don't do a membership model. We moved in September to, you don't pay us once a month. So you pay us when you need care. Now, for a lot of people, if you're on brand Zepbound, that's once a month because you can only get 4 pens, especially if your insurance covers it. And it's $119. So if you want to go through, like a real good friend of mine goes through Lily Direct. So she's got to get her prescriptions once a month and she pays $119 for our care. And what that care includes is unlimited texting back and forth. We have urgent care if you need it. That is an extra fee now because we only charge you when you use a service. It's a lot cleaner way to do things. It's a lot less coachy, even though you still get our Group Me group, which I love. That's we call it the oh shit group. It's what I call it because when I'm about to go off the rails, now, did I use it this week? No, not so much. I should have used it. So the Group Me group, we have a public group on Facebook. If you go to AMS public group, it'll get you to our public group on Facebook. You can hang out in there. We have monthly Zoom calls. We call it happy hour, monthly AMS happy hour. But the Group Me group is the biggest deal. We have newsletters that go out that have lots of resources in them, amazing resources. So Kaylee said, my insurance covers for obesity, but only if I titrate up. Will they let you Well, no, because it has to be in a pen form. I have so much to say about that, but I can't. So, so they're going to treat you incorrectly. God, it's just another version of golden handcuffs. Disheartening, I tell you. It's okay. It's still worth it to have insurance cover. Lily Direct's $500. Novo Direct, whatever I don't know what they call it, is $500. So it's if you can get it for a tenth of that, like $45, go with it, And by the way, we do not, much like, looking on Ro, it's medical care. So we don't do only compound. We do compound if you need custom dosing, but for brand dosing, we're a medical practice. That's why we do urgent care. And it's nice if you're already in our system because then you just pop in, you're like, dude, I think I have a UTI. We'll ask you some safety questions. And there you go. You're like, because it's funny. So Nicole, who is my lead NP in the practice, she comes from a trauma background. So peas in a pod, man. We think worst case scenario first. We can spot that shit from a mile away. You go in with a kidney stone, we think aorta. Thank you. So it's she's amazing to have on my team, and I'm extremely grateful that she's with me. We also have a functional nurse practitioner on. So if you're like, listen, I got some shit going on and I'm so tired of getting the runaround from my regular medical people, don't ask me those questions. You come in and you ask Kelly. She will do deep dives with you. And she doesn't just do it. We don't offer supplement. Like we have meds. Like we can get you appropriate medication, but I don't sell a supplement line. If I'm getting a supplement like my collagen, I'm ordering it from Amazon. Originally, I was going to do affiliate links, but I honestly didn't get around to it. I'm too busy actually doing this shit. So I don't, I like that milligrams of mercury, by the way, MMHG. I love that. Thank you for the follow. At first I thought it said MHMG and that's our Memorial Hermann Physician Group. And I was like, well, that's interesting, but MMHG is way funnier. Much better. I don't know. My husband's asking me questions. Hold on. All right. Okay. Let's see. What else we got? Did I miss anything? Yeah, if insurance covers, I mean, you're kind of bound. You're not necessarily bound by that. It's just, why is my calendar being super weird? I don't know. I just won't stay up. All right. Let's see. Thanks for the follows. Thank you. Thanks for the likes and the follows. All right. I do have to go soon though, because I just forgot. I've got to get off my call at 3, which was most start. Oh yeah, you can just do peptide. Yeah, like if you're literally like, dude, I think I got a UTI, you can just do macrobid therapy with us. Yeah, so we do have, so we have CJC, ipamorelin, sermorelin. We do BPC 157, only the oral because we're legit script certified. So we have to live by, again, we are still bound by certain regulations. So if you cancel row and switch to you, yeah, we submit to insurance. So I don't submit, you can't do the 119 for insurance, but your pharmacy that you get your meds from, that's the insurance pipeline. I don't have anything to do with that. We just send the prescription wherever you tell us to send it. So you pay for your meds with your insurance. And Roe does the same thing. That's, yeah. And if you need a PA, we can do that as well. Oh, my PA team is, now they're amazing. They have shit covered all the time. And not like we don't fake it. We don't do it illegally. TikTok is so going to flag me for some shit here. But yeah, so, and we don't have a membership model. So if you come over and you're like, I really like the way Roe works better. First of all, tell me what they did was better because I'll see if I can implement it. Second of all, you go back. How much is it for TERS? I want to switch from Sema to TERS. So, hi, Michelle. Good to meet you. It depends on your dose because the compounding pharmacies we work with, if you need a custom dose. So if you need a custom dose, it is, if you're starting out low doses, small, medium, large, right? What the hell is a small version of a Starbucks? Could somebody help me out real quick? I can't, why? I don't ever get it. So anyway, tirzepatide, it's 30, 30. Wouldn't that be nice? 300, 3, 4, 500. That includes your medical care. So it's not just the meds. We bundle them. So because we were able to lower the cost by doing that. So if you're on 2 to 6 milligrams, I think it's $300 a month, and then it goes up from there. So, and that's just based on the pharmacy price du jour because they do change their prices, but we go with the best pharmacy, the best price, and we just order from the same pharmacy most likely. They have to have good service. They have to not do shady shit. Yeah, so it's like if you're switching from Sema to TERS, you're going to start low anyway. So you're going to be at that 300 range, and that includes the medical care. So now if you're doing brand name, it's 119 for the medical care. We send the prescription, and then you pay whatever you pay at the pharmacy. So if it's covered by insurance, you pay whatever, 25, 45, 50. Or if you're going Lilly direct, you pay $375 for 2.5, and then above that, it's $499. If you're taking Wegovy, that's $499 on top of the medical care rate. So we are the medical practice. You pay $119, and then you pay at the pharmacy for your meds. The only difference is if the pharmacy ships the meds to you through us on a custom dose, you pay us. We do pass through. We send that to them because we can get deals. It's not really deals, but it's patient ordered is usually more expensive. So I couldn't believe that, Jordan. I was pissed. So my doctor can't get my PA approved, but my husband is approved. Same insurance. I wonder what your husband has that you don't. Does he have a history of diabetes? Did they do it on a Friday? I used to work at the Ford plant, and I used to work down the hall from the workers' comp people. They said, they'll take you off. Insurance says if you didn't lose enough weight. Well, if they didn't lose enough weight with, what is it? Hold on. Wegovy, you have to lose 5%. I got tested on this on my obesity med exam, but I don't remember. It's a certain percentage of weight over the first 3 months, which I think I can't. I get so aggravated by jumping through hoops like this. And I'm like, it just drives me insane. All right. I might hold on. I'm going to skip my 3 o'clock. Oh shoot, I need to mark these as unread. All right, I'm skipping our 3 o'clock. Sorry. I literally like, I'm skipping. We're skipping today. Then am I off forever? How long do I have to wait? So, okay, hold on. Papillary thyroid cancer and total thyroidectomy can use tirzepatide. So we review that internally. My gut instinct says yes. Okay. So, and again, this is not medical advice. It's super, again, it's risk benefit. Now, the good news is the medullary thyroid carcinoma that they found in the mice, we don't have those receptors as humans. So total thyroidectomy, I'm pretty confident, but again, it's a risk. So you have to understand if you're willing to take that risk, then we'll discuss that risk with you and move on. Okay, hold on. Then if you're off forever, hold on. Michelle, I didn't see this. Hold on. Can someone with, they said I didn't lose enough. And so then am I off forever? It was Zepbound. How long do I have to wait? I don't, oh shoot. That's your insurance company making shit up. 100%. That's their viewpoint. Now, were you dosed correctly? Don't know. Did they work with you on protein, resistance exercise, electrolytes with hydration, sleep and stress? Did they work with you on lifestyle changes to increase your ability to lose? No. Did they tell you you're going to have to track and you're going to have to watch things? Probably not. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, some of the programs, they make you meet with a nutritionist once a month. What I find is a lot of the nutritionists will raise your calories too high and actually stunt your weight loss. That's unpopular opinion. Why do you schedule for 3? You never make it. I know. Well, because part of it is I have too much fun on here. Stop doing that. We meet at 3 every day though. So that's the goal. Part of this was my goal is to only go live for an hour, but I can't because I start talking to people. Nope, not dosed correctly. Did not go. Mother. So, so they're going to, I'm sorry. I'm just annoyed. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. All right. What about people who are on maintenance but are type 2 diabetic? Tell me more on what you're asking because I don't want to answer something you're not asking. Have I ever mentioned how much I hate my insurance? So I'm switching insurance right now. It's just as shitty. When I'm going to go because insurance pays. I want tirzepatide back. I know, Pam. I know. Your doses on Wegovy have to be so much higher and side effects are really high. Took my first shot of Zepbound yesterday and I'm so tired today. That's all right, Christy. You got this. Part of the reason why is now, Christy, can you feel it? Oh, first of all, authentically Sherry, do me a favor and just give me more. Yeah, there we go. Can I join your program? I just moved, have a hard time finding quality care. Fuck yeah, let's go. This is me. If you don't like swearing, though, I might not be your cup of tea. Yes, go to amslifestylemed.com and start today. We'll get your shit out tomorrow. Maybe even today. It's only 3 o'clock. Now, first shot of Zepbound. I'm so tired today. Hydration. Hydrate. Sip, sip, sip. Sip, sip, sip. If you feel it already, congratulations. You are an early responder. Congratulations. It's nice. It's a little cheaper. You're a little bit cheaper date. So, but make sure you're sipping electrolytes. Your food intake will kind of plummet. Try not to sit in a chair too much. Thank you so much, Linda. Try not to sit in a chair too much because when you do this, you get tired. Like right now, my hips ache. Why? Because I'm sitting. Sitting too much. I got to tell you guys about my workout plan because I did a pre-done Ironman, half Ironman training plan that I don't think is going to be the best idea for me. So I'll tell you more about that one on the next live. So, but yeah, but really just, yeah, it's like literally sipping because you need fluids, right? So it decreases, if you can feel it already, it decreases your thirst drive. It decreases your hunger drive. It's just, there's so many shifts and you're like, your body goes from eating 3,000 calories a day for some of us on the low end to like 1,000. And my body was like, screeching halt. So yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Part of me, I'm like, it's 3:20. Can I go to sleep now? No, you're going for massage instead. Okay. Yeah. And can you do a GLP-1 after gallbladder removal? Yep. Absolutely. One of my good friends, who I have not talked to enough, she's a PA who actually does that out in Mango Telehealth in California. She does other states as well. But she had her gallbladder out because she lost a ton of weight, and that's what happens. And then she restarted again. She restarted pretty quickly right after with no problems. But like I said, I'm really conservative, and I want your guts to be back online after the anesthesia, especially, with gallbladder stuff too. So, all right. Sema or Turs? I am team tirzepatide all the way. It's just because it's what I've taken from the beginning. I kind of wanted to try semaglutide, but I'm like, I can't. I still overeat. And when I say overeat, I don't mean, I mean the B word on tirzepatide. It's unfortunate. I still do. Lost 30 pounds in the first 4 months and haven't lost more in over a year. See, those are the ones I like to dig into. I need this. So you need to be, are you a pet stylist? That's near me, by the way, just asking. I just made my dog's appointment today. Stylist. He's a terrier. I'd love him for him, but he's too scruffy to actually look like a cute little Welshie. Anyway, I digress. So we'd have to dig into the habits. I mean, you're eating too much. If you don't lose, you're eating too much. It's mathematical hard truth. But you got to make sure you get your protein in, because you don't want to lose, you want to lose the dead weight, right? You don't want to lose the muscle. So I so wish I would have known more. Yeah, I know, I hear you. Because I would have started Semarelin right away. Sleep better, no hair loss, hair growth, body composition improvements. But the body comp, hold on. That's my alarm. My body comp improvements are not just from the medication. You can't just take meds and expect your body comp to improve. You've got to lift, you've got to work out, you got to do things but really it's strength training, because you got to have the stimulus on your muscles to help build them. You're in Kentucky. That's too far of a drive. The website, AMS. I almost gave the old one. That's crazy. Whatever. There's a bunch of them. AMS lifestylemed.com. Go up into my bio. It'll get you there. It'll get you there for sure. Thank you, Linda. It used to be AMS Telehealth. This is my old mug. There you go. Because it was nice and short. We don't do short these days. AMS Lifestyle will get you there. AMS Lifestyle Medicine will get you there. AMS Lifestyle Med will get you there. All roads lead to AMS. You know why? Because we're sick of failure. And that's the thing. I want you to succeed more than you do. I can guarantee it. As desperate as you feel, I understand. And that's the beauty. That is the absolute beauty. I can see it from both sides. I know what it's like to be a patient who doesn't feel very well taken care of. I just know what it feels like. All right, I'm going to end YouTube. So you guys, I will see you guys next week on the YouTube. I'll check out the microphone because I keep seeing